The koala is one of the most iconic and beloved animals native to Australia. With its round face, fluffy ears and calm demeanor, it has captured the hearts of people around the world. But beyond its adorable appearance lies a fascinating story of evolution, survival, and fragility. Koalas are marsupials, not bears, despite often being called koala bears. Like kangaroos, they carry and nurse their young in a pouch. Their scientific name, Phascoloctos cinereus, means ash-colored pouched bear, reflecting both their look and unique biology. These arboreal creatures spend almost their entire lives in trees, mainly eucalyptus forests. Their sharp claws and strong limbs allow them to climb with ease and grip branches securely. They rarely come down to the ground except when moving to another tree. Koalas are selective eaters, feeding almost exclusively on eucalyptus leaves. Out of more than 600 species of eucalyptus trees, they typically eat from only about 30. These leaves provide food, water, and shelter. Everything a koala needs to survive. Because eucalyptus leaves are low in energy, koalas have a very slow metabolism. They sleep between 18 and 22 hours a day to conserve energy. Their sleepy reputation is not laziness. It's actually a survival strategy shaped by evolution. A koala's thick, woolly fur insulates it against both heat and cold. The fur is denser on the back to protect from rain and sunlight, and lighter on the belly for cooling. Their large nose helps them detect the chemical composition of leaves to choose the safest and tastiest ones. Each koala has its own home range, a group of eucalyptus trees that it regularly visits. Within this territory, it knows exactly which trees are the best for feeding and resting. These ranges sometimes overlap, especially during mating season. During the breeding season, which happens between September and March, males compete for mates. A dominant male might have several females within his range. After mating, the female gives birth to a tiny, jelly bean-sized joey after just 35 days of gestation. The newborn joey, weighing less than a gram, crawls into its mother's pouch immediately after birth. It stays there for about 6 months, feeding on milk and developing fur, ears, and eyesight. Once it grows, the joey begins exploring the outside world while still clinging to its mother's back. By around 12 months old, the young koala becomes independent and establishes its own territory. However, survival is pretty challenging due to predators, habitat loss, and environmental changes. Only a fraction of young koalas actually reach adulthood in the wild. Koalas are mostly silent and gentle creatures, but males can be territorial. They use scent glands on their chest to mark trees, leaving a distinctive odor that communicates dominance. These scent markings help maintain social order in overlapping territories. In Aboriginal Australian culture, koalas hold spiritual significance. Some indigenous stories describe the koala as a wise creature that connects heaven and earth. It is often viewed as a symbol of peace, patience, and living in harmony with nature. Unfortunately, koalas face growing threats in the modern world. Habitat destruction from logging, urban development, and wildfires has severely reduced their natural homes. Without eucalyptus forests, koalas cannot survive, as their diet and shelter are irreplaceable. The devastating Australian bushfires of 2019 to 2020 highlighted this vulnerability. Thousands of koalas perished, and many surviving populations were left homeless and injured. Conservationists and volunteers worked tirelessly to rescue and rehabilitate affected animals. Disease is another major challenge. Many wild koalas suffer from chlamydia, a bacterial infection that causes blindness, infertility, and even death. Researchers are developing vaccines to protect wild populations and prevent further decline. Climate change poses an additional threat to koalas' survival. Rising temperatures, drought, and reduced leaf moisture make eucalyptus trees less nutritious and, honestly, even more toxic. As their environment shifts, koalas must adapt or face severe population losses. Despite these challenges, conservation efforts are growing. Protected areas, tree planting initiatives, and wildlife corridors help preserve koala habitats. Education and public awareness campaigns encourage communities to coexist with and protect these gentle animals. Wildlife sanctuaries across Australia, like the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary in Queensland, play a crucial role in rehabilitation. These centres care for injured koalas, support breeding programs, and educate visitors about their conservation. Every rescued koala helps sustain the species' future. Koalas also serve as ambassadors for broader environmental conservation. Their plight draws attention to deforestation, climate change, and biodiversity loss. By saving koalas, humans indirectly help protect entire ecosystems that depend on eucalyptus forests. Beyond Australia, koalas have become global symbols of wildlife protection. Their image appears in conservation logos, tourism campaigns, and children's education programs. Honestly, few animals evoke empathy and action as effectively as the koala does. Scientists continue to study koala genetics, behavior, and ecology to improve conservation strategies. Understanding their dietary preferences and migration patterns helps identify key areas for protection. Technology such as drones and thermal cameras now aids in monitoring wild populations safely. Koalas remind us that even the quietest creatures can have a powerful voice in conservation. Their gentle presence reflects the delicate balance between wildlife and environment. Protecting them means preserving the natural heritage of Australia, and really, the beauty of life itself.